pride of a mother and father in every family is to see their children be successful in everything from a happy friendship of their children to a happy bridal shower, mateveto, and wedding. Kamet TV brings to your screen the most exquisite and authentic TV shows showcasing Chilanga Muliro, bridal shower, weddings, and mateveto. Tune in every Sunday at 19:30 hours on your number one peace and community station. It's not just another channel, it's Kamet TV.
I thank you for the life you gave. I thank you for the things you've done for me.
Hi, I'm Kemba, and today is my big day. I am so excited. I want to thank God for everything that He has done for this beautiful, amazing day. I would like to give thanks to everyone who has helped, my committees, my family, and my friends. And to Daniel, I want to say I love you very much, and I'm grateful that after 9 years and 3 months, today is our kitchen party. Stay blessed.
For this day that you have made, that we are going to rejoice and be glad in it. We want to thank you, our God, that you saw this day coming. Father, may your name alone be glorified even in this place. In the mighty name of Jesus we have prayed, with our hearts that are full of thanksgiving and praise. Amen. So I invite the group to come and do what they have for us this afternoon.
Hi everyone, we would just like to thank you for this wonderful day. We thank you for both the families, especially the Condes, for just preparing this day. We know it's very heavy on the bridal side. We just thank you for this opportunity, and I'm really grateful for my friend Daniel, who's getting married to Kemba. We just give thanks for everyone who's here, and we just thank you for making it possible this day. Thank you.
You must be precise as you leave this place, as you go to your homes. Be precise with your words. I remember that day when I was giving birth. The doctor said the baby has died. And Lord, as I came from the theater, the nurse came and said the baby is alive. I testify that this child is really a gift from above. I want to thank you for her life. I thank you, God, for making her even to reach safely this far.
Welcome to yet another exciting edition of the True Bridal Show on Kamna TV. I'm your host, Chile Shamsona. Today I'm joining Mr. and Mrs. Mwelwa, and it's 3 years down the line and we're still counting. How are you, Mr. and Mrs. Mwelwa?
Fine, thank you.
Fine, thank you.
How do you feel? 3 years.
It hasn't been easy, but we are happy.
Okay.
Happier every year.
Okay, let's take it back. How did you meet each other?
We met when we were in grade 9 at a school party that was at North Mid Basic School.
Okay.
Yes, that's when we met. That was 2003.
That's like more than 10 years ago.
Yes, we met then we didn't see each other for about 2-3 years. Then we started going out in 2006. 10 years after that, got married in 2016.
Okay, maybe he has a different version of how you met.
I'm sure everything is there, because after meeting, we never used to talk to each other.
Okay.
Yeah, we just like met, somebody just introduced us, just for a day. We never saw each other for that day, 2003. I only got to see her after we completed our high school.
Okay.
When we were writing the last paper, then we met at Mandahim.
Oh, yeah?
That's the only time I saw her. So I was like, you get to know this person.
When, at what point in time did you know that he was the one?
The wedding day.
I would like to hear this one.
The wedding day.
I knew that a long time ago.
Okay.
I knew that a long time ago, but I think he was more sure than I was.
Okay.
Yes, he was more sure. He was definite. He said he would marry me in 2007, but definitely that made me laugh.
Yeah.
I thought that in 2007 that I would marry you in 2015.
So he
At
was
least I
1
was
year
just a
late.
year late.
Yeah.
I married in 2016.
But you managed to fulfill that.
We could have done it in 2015, but we had a small hiccup.
Okay.
So I was on schedule.
How did he propose?
Him,
Yeah.
as you can see, is very casual. So he went it the more Zambian way, where he said he wanted to send people over to meet my people,
Okay.
of which I laughed because I thought he was joking.
The serious one.
Why
I never
don't you
take it
always take him
serious.
serious?
He doesn't look serious.
He does.
Imagine.
So then he told me, no, when you decide, you tell me. So he had to send people over. Then they came, they were charged, they paid. Yeah, so that was the process for us. Then I'm a pastor's kid, so he thought the best way for our engagement was actually for it to be in church, because both my parents are pastors.
Tell them you had 2 rings.
Oh yeah, I had to.
Okay. How was your reaction after, finally getting to be introduced, obviously in church, and everybody finding out that you're about to tie a knot?
In church, okay, it was nerve-wracking. It was really, really something very big. Everyone was excited and there were so many people. Yeah, I think that was the time I actually, for the first time, saw him looking so stressed, like it was so much for him. Kind of person who's a people person and he's reserved, yes. So for me, even on my engagement, I actually sang for him.
Wow. You're a lucky man.
A woman who can sing for you.
Telling you.
Even on the wedding, when getting in church.
Wow.
Yeah, I sang. He thought it was a song playing.
I thought
But
you
you were
were
the one singing.
When he turned and he saw me singing, he was so shocked.
So how was your reaction?
In church?
Yes, in church.
It wasn't easy. I would have fallen that day. I started sweating. Because if somebody puts up a challenge,
Yeah.
then I was like, oh my God, am I going to survive? Then I just saw my young brother came, wiped my face. I was like, this boy is reading my lines. But it was nice. It was a surprise. I know she could sing. And I remember after the engagement, my father-in-law, the bishop called me, told me, no, my daughter sings. So each time in the house, if she's singing, don't hinder that talent. She has it. So she wakes up in the morning, she makes noise. Just let her be. I said, I think I can live with that.
Okay, moving on to your kitchen party, I noticed there was a lot of emotion going on. How did that make you feel that, older women who obviously have been married for a very long time, would lower themselves down and just come to support you? How did that make you feel?
No, I was very humbled, and for the kitchen party I actually saw God's grace definitely showing itself, and I was very grateful to my mom, because most of the people who were there also not only support me but mom, because she supported so many people, and she's also a women's counselor, so she had so many people there to support her daughter. And for me that was humbling to see people who even had, some were even like doctors, higher professions and everything, but some were actually there to even be in the helping save and everything. So for me that was very humbling, and it showed me that definitely when God's grace is upon your life, He can even connect you to great people who you feel you don't even deserve to be there at that specific time.
Okay.
Yes.
How was your emotion when you were coming and going to unveil your bride at her kitchen party?
I always say that I can never do that twice.
Why is that?
It was my first walking such an audience, and I just saw these women, and I had my friends. I think there were less than 10 guys.
Okay.
So we're looking at maybe 300 women. I said, am I going to manage? Okay, the guys, they put me in the middle, so it was easy. They were like my shields. So I was walking until I turned around. My grandmother was there to welcome me. She was dancing again. It kept on getting better. My sisters were there until I reached.
How did you feel in that moment when he was there to actually unveil you and everybody seeing you?
When he just started walking in, I think my heart palpitations just went from I don't know to and my counselors who stayed next to me could actually see my chest, and they were like, relax. because the stress of thinking everyone will be like, you're covered, and then now they invade you and everyone is there. It's like, whew, it was scary. Okay. But anyways, everything went well, so it was scary but exciting. Yeah, like after dating for a long time, knowing each other for a long time, it was really exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a part where I noticed you were very emotional as the women came to pray for you. All I was seeing was tears.
Yeah.
What was all that emotion, what was going through your head at that particular time?
I'm finally married.
Oh my God. You see, he's ever joking. Yeah. Okay, for me it was, I saw all those, because I think we had close to 500 people. For me it was humbling. At that point I could not believe, from the time I was young I always loved Lumbani Madoda, so my mom made sure she got them for me. So everything I ever wanted, I got that day. It was emotional, I couldn't believe it. And then at that point, I think that was the time that Bishop Imakando's wife was praying for me. I could not even believe, like, she's one person who's even scared at events, and she came to mine and she prayed for me. I think she got some money and put money in my hands and told my mom, this girl, she will touch so much money one day. I was just, blessings over blessings, and I had pastors' praying for me. That is a lot, because it practically lays a foundation that is way stronger than anything else. And I think the way we started, how our kitchen party went, our wedding, the foundation we lay is what I think has continued to bring us. It's like we still are going out or something. People come in the house and ask, like, as if you're not even husband and wife, like it's a cousin or something like that. So I think that was the foundation for us, and that's why it was so emotional. It was like one foundation that was laid that practically I think has made us even rich. No matter what challenges we go through, we still have definitely that strong foundation that no matter how things go bad, we still are able to rise up again.
Yes. I noticed your mother, gave a very strong testimony about your birth and everything, and bringing it, how she said it. How did it make you feel when you were in the moment you're getting married and your mother starts explaining about your life? How did that make you feel at that particular time?
I remember that day when I was giving birth. The doctor said the baby has died. And Lord, as I came from the theater, the nurse came and said the baby is alive.
I was so humbled. My mom always told me, she told me I'm very special. The way I was born, when she was going to deliver, they told her that the child is dead, but I was born alive. So many things have happened to me that maybe the doctor said, no, we need to operate, we need to do that. But my dad would go into 40 days fasting. And so she told me that between me and my sister, I'm the one who's been fought a lot. And she told me that when someone is fought a lot, there's usually greatness that's inside. The enemy is only going to be scared of someone who's going to come and bring change in this world. So for me, I think those things have actually been things that have done me. I don't quit. I always have to fight when I'm doing something, no matter what. And for me, my mother is my mentor. She's a very strong woman. Yeah, so for her standing there, she's very strong. She's come from a very difficult background. For her to reach where she's reached right now, it's by God's grace and also the passion and everything that she puts in. So seeing her stand there and saying so many things just made me so happy.
And for you, I noticed there were equally family members that came to support you as you were going to, meet your bride. How did that make you feel, knowing that you have support from the family?
I think that's one of the things that gave me the courage to manage to walk from the entrance to the finish line. That's her. Because when you have that team, because some people are talking to me just there, no, don't be scared, It's just a matter of walking. they made sure that they kept my mind off, so that there shouldn't be stressing. Someone made sure they were talking to me. As I was talking, they're also saying some things. I was moving. I realized that I had already reached the tent, because that day it was raining and I was in white. So I remember after I reached, my sister was like, "No, don't even kneel down. You mess up your clothes." Yeah, so I was like, no, I just have to do it. How is it going to look? But, through that, the way they were talking to me, the jokes, I think it made it easy for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything you'd love to say to the people that helped you throughout the procession, from the time, obviously you had counseling classes, to the end?
The most important thing I would first want to say is I thank God for my mom. Yeah, Mom Jen Mwelwa, she's raised me so well, in a way that she used to tell me, when you grow up, be a good husband. Even if in a relationship you're a bad boyfriend or what, but make sure you be a good husband, be responsible, love your wife, take care of your kids. So she's one person that I feel like I owe so much. If I see my wife telling me, "No, thank you, you're a good husband," I always say that I owe it to my mom. Because when we were growing up, my father used to work in the night. So we never used to see him. Like, he comes back in the morning, we've gone to school. The time we are back, he's already left. He comes back in the morning, we're also not around. So I remember my young brothers were even saying, "We should have told our dad." You see? So mom has always been there for us. And first of all, I say, God, thank you for mom. In general, our parents, because even dad was not there, but he made sure he was providing for us. Thank you for the counselors. We had our reverend. We had so many counselings. 3 peaceful years.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been happy with our son, all because of those people, because they told us the way you have to go in marriage will only help you and give you the advice based on how we've lived. So we've been trying to put 1 or 2 things from what they told us, and we are still here, and I think so far they gave us the right information.
His grace is what has brought us this far. It's not because of our own wisdom. So many people have had beautiful weddings. There maybe things don't work out. That doesn't make us any special. But when definitely there's God's favor, grace gives you things that you don't deserve. And mercy definitely withholds things that you do, because definitely we wouldn't say we are 100% all right. But definitely God would be the first person I would say thank you for giving us this amazing home and marriage and son. And also I'd love to thank even my parents. They did a lot to bring me up. They instilled a lot to bring me up. They have been full-time pastors from the time I was born. So they taught me valuable lessons in life, and I'm grateful because due to what they taught me, I was able to sit down and analyze and know that this man I've met is the right person, not based on what I see now, but what I believe will happen in the future. Most people have got misconception of wanting to see things in the present. We met when we had nothing. I think we would share 10 quarters.
Tell them, baby.
And I had to be at CBU with that car empty, and you bought for me. Yeah.
Oh, they must have been investing.
So I had to be like, he would even feel bad, like he would see my friends with all these nice phones and he's like, "You don't feel bad?" I'm like, "No, I don't feel bad. I'm just that one person who just believes everything has got time. So when the time comes, I'm going to have something nice. I'm going to have that thing that's nice. And I believe in hard work and all those things. So he knows sometimes I'll sleep so late because I'm trying to do something. Yes, so I want to be grateful for my parents, for my sister. My young sister is more like my elder sister because we're the 2 of us in our family. Deborah, I love her so much. She's studying medicine. She's in her 5th year now. She's like my elder sister, but she's my young sister. We're the 2 of us, but she acts like the older one. I love more attention than her, so she's always there for me. I love her so much.
It's been 3 years. What
Yes.
would you say to her? The vows. I know on the wedding day there are always those. I take you. It seems more rehearsed, but I want you to say something to her, just from your heart. It's been 3 years, and obviously it hasn't been easy. But for you to be here 3 years, I believe there's still love flowing.
I'm telling you, it's growing every year.
So what are your words to her?
Okay, for me, you know, my wife has done a lot of things for me that most people don't know. My first driver's license, she contributed money. I was not working that time, and you know, when I told her, no, I need to do this, I think she had about a 200 or 300 she gave me. I booked a car, I went test, I made sure I had to pass. There was no room for failure to start looking for money. So she's a good woman, and I thank God for her every day. She's one of the people that made it possible for me to be I can say a serious Christian, because from the time I said I'll marry this lady, she's coming from a pastor's home. She's been there for me both spiritually, emotionally. She's a good woman, and I can say that I love her so much. And I pray to God that God should just give me more, that I can just do something big for her. I know I can marry her. It's nice for a woman, but I feel like I haven't done anything. Yeah, I pray God gives us more years, so that at least I should live to appreciate my woman. I know I do that, but it's not enough. But I know with God, one day I shall fulfill the promise.
I want to say thank you for everything you've done. He's
You're
been
welcome.
so good. Oh my God, I'm so emotional. He's been so good to me, but I think for me, he's done a lot. He's been there for me. But the biggest thing for me was January, when we lost our son. He stayed with me in the hospital.
7 days.
7 days, 7
nights. I never went home. I was
He
sleeping
changed
on the
me.
bedside.
I was bleeding. I went in labor. He was there for me. He held my hand.
Yeah.
So that, I don't think he can do anything bigger than that. I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is so emotional. Thank you so much. You've been watching the True Bridal Show on Kamna TV, and this is Mr. and Mrs. Mwelwa giving us highlight of their 3 years in marriage. And all we are saying as the True Bridal Show is continue being in love. It hasn't been easy, but definitely God is on your side. Remember, this is the True Bridal Show on Kamna TV, and I'm your host, Celestia. Until next time, it's goodbye and God bless.
It's not a good for money to live alone. I promise to take you as my lovely wedded wife, bone of my bones, fresh of my fresh, precious woman is what I know you are. Precious